Hey, how's it going, folks? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the new feature in Adobe InDesign called text to image. This came out with the last rollout of the version 19.4 for InDesign 2024. So if you have not already upgraded in order to use this feature, you're going to have to upgrade to the latest and greatest version. So I'm sure a lot of people have seen the commercials on TV, and probably a lot of you have used already the AI generation feature from within Adobe Photoshop. There's a commercial on TV that has a little girl and she's making like a birthday party invite or something like that. And she puts like pictures of castle and unicorn. She's like riding a unicorn, that kind of stuff. So I'm sure a lot of people have seen that. Adobe Illustrator has also launched a similar type feature with different vector images and things like that. And now Adobe InDesign is doing their AI generation as well. So I have two designs already. I'm just going to jump right in and show you what's going on. So these are menus here. There's two different versions. I have this one here and this one here. So let's start with this one. So first thing I'm going to do is go up to Window and go down to Text to Image, and you can see it's in beta version right now. It's only available for folks who are using the English version in North America and international. I'm sure eventually it'll roll out for all the language versions, but for right now, those are the only two versions that this will work with. So basically, what are we looking at here? So we have in our window here, we have a prompt. So this is going to be the description of the image that we want to use. The content type, and we can choose either photo or art, and I'll show the difference for both of these in a moment. And then the aspect ratio. You can have it set to landscape, portrait, square, widescreen, or vertical. Also, if you click on a graphic text, or excuse me, a graphic frame here, you can also tell it to go to frame dimensions. So that way it's not going to give you a super big photo that really won't work with whatever you're trying to make it fit into. So as you can see here in my design, I've already created all of the text and everything, and now I have to put in a couple photos. Normally what you would do is, if the customer has provided you with photos, you'd use those. Otherwise, they say, hey, just use whatever photos you want. So you got to go out to some kind of stock photo website and download some, or buy some, or pay for a subscription. Well, this is essentially doing the same thing, except you never have to leave InDesign at all. You can do it basically directly from within the program. And these are all royalty-free images, so it's safe to use and safe to go ahead and send it off to the printer and get it printed. So let's just do a test here to see how it works. So I'm going to click on my frame here, and I'm going to change the aspect ratio to frame dimensions, so that way it's going to fit. And this is set to just basically fit from center of the frame. And then we're going to go ahead and give it some kind of description. So I like, let's see, there's main courses over here. So let's just choose a spicy chicken sandwich, right? So let's go with spicy chicken sandwich on a plate. Okay. So once I choose that, I'm just going to leave this on photo because I want a real photo of the food here, and I'm going to click generate. And this will take about 10 to 15 seconds for it to go out, search out on, I assume these are Adobe stock photos. I'm not really certain where they're coming from, but essentially that's, what we're searching for. And there you go. It's, since I have the text frame, or the frame itself already selected, it's going to automatically just put it in there. But I can change it between the three different versions that it's given me. So if I click here, you can see the image changes. I'll click there. I kind of like that one the best. And if I do a direct selection, you can see it's already fit everything to the frame itself. I can choose a different type of aspect ratio if I want something bigger, and then I can, if it's not already placed in there, I can click here and I can go here and I could say place variation, and it'll automatically put that into the spot that we're currently selecting. And if you don't like these for whatever reason, you can click on the little flyout here and you can say either it's a good result, bad result, or you can report this variation. Obviously, we're dealing with AI, right? So sometimes it's kind of outthinks itself. So you may search for a chicken sandwich and you get a picture of a gorilla or something, and it's like, okay, well, this obviously doesn't work. So you can report that, and hopefully down the road, it'll do a better job of finding images for you. You can change up your prompt here and search for something else and replace these images. These are, once you've placed them in here, you can go up to your links palette and you can see that now they are now part of the linked images that you have from within your document. And since these are basically print ready files, because they're all nice high res picture files, this is already pretty much good to go as far as sending it out to a either directly print it directly from the file, InDesign file itself, or make a PDF and send it to a printer. We'll do one more real quick, and I'll search for vanilla milkshake. How about that? And I'll go to frame dimensions as well, and I'll click generate. And again, it takes about 10 to 15 seconds, and we'll have our 3 options that we can place in. And there you go. There's 1. There's 2. I kind of like this third one here. Obviously, the more descriptive you are, the better the image is probably going to be. But you can see how this functions. I have in my other design here, this is more of a cartoonish type font. So I don't really want like a photo like this. I want something that's more like hand-drawn or vectorized, right? So in this case, I'm going to click on my frame here, and I'm going to change this to frame dimensions, and I'm going to change this content type from photo to art, and I'm going to call this Mexican food dinner, and I'll click generate. 10 to 15 seconds, and then we'll have our 3 images to choose from. These are still images, but these are going to be more like hand-drawn pictures, or like cartoon, that type of stuff. So you see there's option number 1, option number 2, option number 3. Kind of like this second one here. If I click my W key, you can kind of see here and zoom in here. You can tell it's more of a hand-drawn photo. And if I go to my links, you can see this is still a JPEG image. It's not a vector image, but it definitely has more of a vector look to it. So that's the difference between using the photo and the art. The photo are going to be obviously like realistic photos, that you're going to see. And then the art are more hand-drawn or more like cartoonish type looks to the photos themselves. So that's it. Again, you can take this and make a PDF, send it to a printer, print directly from the InDesign file, whatever the case may be. But now we have the ability to go ahead and use or find not vector, stock images directly from within Adobe InDesign without having to leave. And since you're using InDesign, these are all going to be royalty free, and you don't have to worry about paying for a subscription. You don't have to worry about paying individually for a photo. You are limited to whatever they give you, unfortunately, but you can go ahead and you can change these around however you see fit. And again, if you go up to package the file itself, it'll package this from your links folder, so that linked image there will be included. Because obviously right now this is basically an embedded image in the file itself. I don't have this linked from an outside source. It's linked basically through this new text-to-image prompt. So anyway, that's it. We'll see how it works out once it gets past the beta testing, but hopefully this will be a game changer for all the folks out there that use Adobe InDesign all the time. So anyway, I thought I would share that with you. I also wanted to share with everyone that I created a Patreon page for myself. The link here is patreon.com/MikeThePrintman. So I'm planning on putting more content on here for now. I'm also going to be trying to sell some of the Adobe Acrobat pre-flights that I've been creating over the last 9 months or so. I can't directly upload an actual the version of the file is not available to update. I have a little note here that Patreon does not allow the uploading of that file type. So if you do come here and you purchase something, it's going to give you a PDF with an actual link that you can download the profile from. I have them all saved on a site or a Google Drive that will allow you to download it and then put it onto your into your pre-flight. So anyway, if anyone's interested, Mike the Printman on Patreon.com. Hopefully I can build a little community there going forward, and I'll start posting all the videos that I post here on InDesign, and we can start a little conversation there. That's it for today. As always, if you have any questions, please comment down below. Happy to answer those. If you have suggestions for future videos, please put those down there as well. I appreciate all the support that I've been getting, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.